Devil's Deception. Episode 3, The Rise of Men Swearing Never to Marry. The devil is cunning, calculated, and patient. His plan has always been to dismantle the family unit, to sever the bond between man and woman, and to create a world where marriage is seen as a trap rather than a blessing. Step 1. The illusion of the perfect man. It all starts in childhood. Girls are raised on fairy tales, on stories of princesses and their perfect Prince Charming. Disney tells them that love is effortless, that they are the prize, and that a man will move mountains to win their hearts. They are conditioned to believe that they are royalty and should be treated as such. But that Prince Charming? He doesn't exist. He never did. Then comes the next phase. These same girls grow into women and are fed another lie, one that's crafted by reality TV and social media influencers. Shows like The Real Housewives glorify extravagant lifestyles, painting a picture of effortless wealth. They see women living large, draped in diamonds and designer clothes, throwing lavish parties and vacationing in private resorts. And what is the common denominator in these shows? Divorce. The women walk away with half of their ex-husband's fortune, and they do it with a smile. The system is rigged and they know it. Step 2. The corruption of men. While the girls are sold a dream of being pampered princesses, the boys are given a different script. They are fed a culture of excess, where success is measured by how many women they can sleep with. Hip-hop music glorifies the playboy lifestyle, fast cars, loose morals, no commitments. The role models they look up to boast about their conquests, about leaving behind trails of broken hearts and fatherless children. The devil whispers, "This is the way of kings." And so, young men chase the thrill of lust, never realizing that they are setting up the next generation for disaster. Step 3. The collision of false expectations. Now put these two groups together. The women raised on fairy tales and reality TV expect a life of glamour, wealth, and devotion. The men trained by hip-hop culture see relationships as a game. The result? Chaos. Women gravitate toward the bad boys, the ones who embody the fast life, the ones who play by the rules of the streets. They believe they can change these men, mold them into their fantasy of Prince Charming. But reality is unforgiving. These men do what they were taught: chase pleasure, avoid commitment, and leave once the fun is over. The women are left bitter, raising children alone, forced into single motherhood. The cycle repeats. More fatherless homes. More resentment. More broken families. And the good men? The ones who wanted to love and provide. They are left to pick up the pieces, marrying single mothers, inheriting baggage they didn't create, and being disrespected in the process. Many of these marriages end in disaster, as the wounds of past relationships poison the new ones. Infidelity, bitterness, and division take root. The women return to the very men who abandoned them, drawn back into the toxicity they once craved. Another divorce. Another broken home. Step 4. The final nail in the coffin. The good men see this happening. They watch the legal system destroy their brothers in divorce court, stripping them of their hard-earned wealth, giving their ex-wives full custody, and turning them into walking ATMs. They see the risk and they opt out. "I will never marry," they declare. And who can blame them? Marriage offers no security for men anymore. It's a gamble where the house always wins and the house is owned by the devil himself. Women in turn adjust. They see marriage not as a covenant, but as a financial opportunity. They marry rich, stay long enough to secure the bag, and then file for divorce. It's a game and the players have been set. But what about the children? What about the future? Step 5. The devil's ultimate victory. The family unit collapses. Children grow up in broken homes with no example of love, no stability, no foundation. They become disillusioned. "I will never marry," they too declare. And the devil smiles, for he has won. The destruction of the family means the rise of the state. Who will raise the children if not their parents? The government. The education system. The media. And what do they teach? Gender confusion. The LGBTQ agenda. The erasure of traditional values. Suddenly, a generation rises where over 50% no longer identify as what God created them to be. The prophecy unfolds before our eyes. As it was in the days of Noah, as it was in Sodom and Gomorrah, so it is now. The devil is cunning. The destruction of marriage is not just an attack on individuals, it is an attack on God's creation. The collapse of the family is the collapse of society. But there is hope. For those with eyes to see, for those with ears to hear, the time is now. Wake up. Fight back. Return to God's design before it's too late. The deception is real, but so is the truth. Choose wisely.